In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys everything you need to know about applying and securing your Canadian visa. Whether you are in the Philippines, you're in Nigeria, you're in South Africa, as long as you're outside the North American zone and you're looking to secure a Canadian visa to come into Canada from other continents, I'm going to be telling you all you need to know about your application process, the visa you might need or the visa that is customized for you, the documentation you need to tender to the Canadian High Commission or Embassy in your country. So if you're interested in this content, what are you doing? Lean back, get some popcorn, and give me just 1 second. I'm gonna dash off to the market and I'm gonna be right back with more.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but they stare still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage.
Hello YouTube, hello Chronics, how are you all doing today? I hope you're having an awesome day today. It's still your value-based king, Fuse from FuseChronicles.com. We are a travel, tourism and lifestyle channel bringing you all the tips and hacks about your international travel worldwide, okay? So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, what are you doing? Come on, what are you doing? We're always coming out with value-based content on this channel about travel and tourism and lifestyle. So why don't you go down, smash the subscribe button, click the bell icon, which is the notification bell, so you stay notified when we drop more value-based videos in the future. And why don't you give us a like? It helps us a lot. It tells Mr. YouTube that you found this video valuable. You're gonna find more people just like you all around the world to show these videos to. And if you have friends, family members, or acquaintances who like to travel or who plan to travel to Canada or other countries in the future, why don't you think about sharing this video with them, okay? So they stay guided as to when they want to pick a country to travel to and the right visa category to select while plotting their travels, okay? So we have a lot of information to go through in this video, so I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible, but if I cannot, there might be a part 2 to this video. Now, before I jump in, I have to go on a limb and say this. I am not a travel agent. I'm not a tour guide. I'm just a guy who was opportune to work in an embassy, okay, in the past, and I'm sharing information I learned while working for an embassy with you guys. So when you want to travel, it's easy for you to make a decision, the one that is of utmost value to you or put you in an advantageous position while going abroad, okay? So if you call me or send me WhatsApp messages or leave a comment below or hit me up on my Instagram or slide into my DMs on Instagram or leave me a Twitter message or even on TikTok and you expect I'm going to bill you or charge you, I do not charge money. When I give you cancel, it's free of charge, and all I want you guys to do for me in return is to subscribe, follow us on our socials, like our videos, and if you have any questions or inquiries, comment, okay? Simple. So, let's jump right in. If you're looking to travel, if you are looking to travel to Canada, you need to understand this. Canada, like the US and every other developed country out there, they give visa to people after they've perceived some level of value that you can offer a sector, industry, or part of the Canadian economy, okay? So if you don't have anything to offer, it's very easy for you to be turned down when you apply for a visa. Say, for example, you are a lawyer who specializes in marine law, okay? Or you're an engineer who specializes in building constructions. It's easy for the immigration services in Canada to perceive you as an individual, a high net worth individual that has a perceived intrinsic value to some part of the Canadian economy. It's easy for them to grant this category of people visa. Or it could just be a barber who is very good at his job. It's easy for them to perceive that this person can be good, he can be used in our beautician sector in the Canadian economy, as opposed to somebody who doesn't have any skill and is just looking to go to Canada because he's looking for greener pastures. So you need to bear this in mind when you travel. Another thing that you need to bear in mind when you're looking to select a visa or apply for a Canadian visa is getting that visa approved to go to Canada depends on your purpose of travel and the duration that you need to travel. Now, these two factors are going to be huge determinants in the type of visa that you select. If you're going to study in Canada or you're going to visit, then study means you're going to get a student visa, which is a temporary visa, comes to an end at some point. And going on vacation, or you just want to tour the world and you want to start from Canada, then you will need to get a visitor's visa. Now, these two types of visas are temporary visas to go to Canada with. Okay, it's different from people who are looking to get full residency or people who are looking to work in Canada. Now, these people are going to have to get different categories of visa, which are different from the visitor's visa or the student visa. You could be a woman who is looking to immigrate to Canada to continue your beautician business, or maybe you're a lawyer, like I said before, an engineer or a doctor, and you're looking for greener pastures in Canada and you want to relocate with your family. Maybe you have a husband and you have grandparents. Now, if you and your husband, or if your husband and his wife are professionals in different fields, you can apply to go to Canada on a work visa. There's a status that gives you this privilege to apply to Canada on a work visa. If you are going with your children, they are going to go as dependents, and there are forms that they will have to fill, which you will have to go to the IRCC website to download those forms to fill for your kids. If you want to relocate the whole clan, the whole family, your grandparents, there's a super visa for parents and grandparents. Now, this is the visa category that your grandparents will have to go under. They will have to get the package, like I said, that you have to download from the IRCC website to apply under this category. Stay with me, guys. If you watch this video to the end, I'm going to tell you all the documents you need to tender, all the documents and the criteria that if you can pass and meet this level of scrutiny, you are not going to be denied visa. I'm also going to tell you the average duration of time it takes your application to be processed, after which you are either granted a visa or denied visa. Okay, so let's bomb on forward. I said it earlier, you can go to Canada by applying for a work visa. If you're applying for a work visa, then you have to get companies in Canada who are called sponsors to offer you employment first. And in some cases, these companies actually even help you in the whole visa application process. All you have to do is to turn up in the High Commission or embassy, depending on the one that is present in your country, and do your visa interview, and that's it. Now, when you go to Canada on a work visa, you can work for a period of time, after which you meet the criteria, you meet all the fine points eligible to make you apply for a full residency in Canada. Now, this is the benefit of leaving your country, wherever you are in the world, on a work visa to Canada. You get there, there's no bedding in period like other people who come with a student visa or a tourist visa and later want to change the status. By the way, if you guys want to know how to turn a visitor's visa into a work visa, a video is going to pop up. I've already done a video on that particular topic. So it beats all these other people that get to Canada and like it in Canada and want to stay back. You get to Canada and start to work immediately, and if you work for a while, you can apply for full residency, which makes it is a no-brainer. Okay, that's why this particular visa category is so cool. You could be a businessman. Maybe you are into trading, buying and selling, or you have a business and you want to relocate your business to Canada, or maybe you met someone online or someone linked you up with someone who's supposed to take your business forward, and so you want to travel to Canada on a business visa. Now, this is a very, very touchy visa category. I'll tell you guys why. If you are a businessman or you want to get a business visa to go to Canada, one of the criteria which they hold to their chest and they hold to high regard is the fact that you need to have bank savings. You need to have bank savings or a statement of account that proves that you have at least 300,000 Canadian dollars or above before you're granted this visa. So if you're a businessman and you don't have 300,000 Canadian dollars or above, or is equivalent in your local currency, and you want to apply under this visa category, I would strongly suggest that you find another visa category. It could be a work visa, it could be a tourist visa that you could get. And then maybe when you get to Canada, you can think about applying for some level of change in status, or get a form, or even apply to get a visitor's record that could make you do something different from what you traveled to Canada to do. I've covered everything about a visitor's record and changing visa status in the video that I talked about earlier. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, you can just refer back to that video and it's just going to show you all you need to know, okay? Now, there's the Canadian Experience Visa. Now, the Canadian Experience Visa is for people who have already been granted work visa from their countries to come to Canada to work. Now, these are people who are already working in Canada and who have been working in Canada for a period of at least 1 year and above, and have shown that they've had or they've gone through and passed the English or French eligibility test or criteria, depending on the one that applies to you. If you're from a French-speaking country or an English-speaking country, you've shown that you've passed through all the assessments and gotten your qualification certification that you speak English or French well, and you have that 1 year or above work experience in Canada, and you want, now you have to want this, okay? You might not want it, so you might not want to upgrade, and you want to get full residency in Canada. Now, the Canadian Experience Visa, which is a visa for skilled people only, okay? I have to stress it. It's for skilled people only. You can apply for this visa. This visa, like I said, is for people already on a work visa in Canada. I'm not saying you can apply for a Canadian skilled visa from your country. You must have gotten work visa in Canada and you want to apply for full residency. Then while in Canada, you can apply for a Canadian Experience Visa. It grants you full residency in Canada. Come on, man! This video is valuable! What are you saying? Go down and show me that this video is valuable to you by smashing that subscribe button, turning on the notification bell so when we drop future videos you can catch this content when they drop, and give us a like so you tell Mr. YouTube that you found this video valuable so they can find more people like you all around the world to share this video to, okay? No more wasting time, let's move on forward. There's a visa under the Federal Skilled Trade Program in Canada. Now, this program is for people who have been working as skilled traders. Yes, I'm sorry guys, I just burped. I'm sorry, I apologize, okay? I burped, okay? If you loved it, subscribe. I played. So, the Federal Skilled Trade Program visa is for skilled traders, okay? Skilled traders that can prove that they've been working in this field for a period of 1 year or and above, or part-time as a skilled trader for a period of 2 years, or you can show that you've been working as a skilled trader for a time frame of 3,120 hours. Okay, you're eligible. This is something under the Canadian Federal Skilled Trade Program that the Canadian government has put in place to help certain sectors or ministries that has shown deficiencies in skilled workers in certain trades. So this is where you fit in when you get to Canada. Now, by applying as a skilled trader under this program to get a visa under this category, you are eligible for full residency in Canada. Okay, so it doesn't even get better than this, but you have to show evidence. There must be a proof. You must have gotten a letter from a previous employer. Okay, you must have gotten a letter from a previous employer that shows you were employed full-time for a period of a year or part-time for a period of 2 years. You must have passed the English eligibility test or the French eligibility test that proves that you can speak English fluently or French fluently. You must have been working as a skilled trader at least for 1 year in the last 5 years. So you might have been working as a skilled trader for 1 year, maybe 10 years ago, you were not eligible. You have to show that you worked as a skilled trader maybe in the year 2021, maybe in the year 2021 to this year 2022, or in the year 2020 or in the year 2019, but it shouldn't go beyond 5 years in the past. Remember, in one of my videos, I told you that there's always a visa category for everybody. Whether you're a skilled worker or you're not skilled, there's a visa category for you. One of the visa categories to go to Canada for people who are unskilled is the Provincial Nomination Program. Now, under this visa category known as the Provincial Nomination Program, this is for people that have been rejected. People who try to apply under the skilled worker visa category can apply for the Provincial Nomination Program. This is a visa category for people who have low or no skills at all but can offer something while in Canada. You can apply for full residency under this visa category. This is the Quebec Selected Skilled Workers Program. This visa category is for skilled workers all around the world who have been able to make a difference in their field of expertise by virtue of what they know, the experience, or what they've been able to do in that field in their country. Now, the Quebec government or the Canadian government and the Quebec City or the County of Quebec in Canada grants you visa to come into Canada to use your expertise to better the country starting from that particular state or county, okay? But there are certain criteria that you have to meet. You have to apply to the Quebec government to put in your application into a selection pool which grants you the opportunity to apply for this visa. Okay, so you have to be checked. So they will check all your accomplishments and achievements and say, oh yes, you can make a difference in Canada. That's what happens when they put your application into a selection pool. It's selected and approved for you to go on for a visa interview to come into Canada. When you get the Quebec Selection certification, so when you've been selected and you've been earmarked to move on to the next process, you have to apply to the IRCC for full residency. So this is another visa category that offers you full residency in Canada. Now remember what I said at the start of this video. The Canadian government only gives visa to people who can make a difference in some way, shape, or form by virtue of their skill, their experience, or some other way to help the Canadian country, government, economy move forward. So as you can see, that's what all these visa categories share in common, what you can do for Canada. Another criteria that you might need to pass before you can get the Quebec Selected Skilled Workers visa is you need to pass a medical exam and you need to pass a police verification. I think this is to make sure you don't have your record. So you need to pass a medical exam that shows you're healthy, and you need to pass some police verification that shows that your record is clean. And after this, of course, you're going to be granted this visa, because these are documents that are going to be submitted with the application form to get this visa. So when they see that you've passed this medical exam, you don't have a record, and of course the Quebec government has earmarked you to move on to the next phase of the visa application process, you're obviously going to be granted the visa. At some point in this video, I'm going to tell you guys the duration of time it takes the visa application processing. So at the end of which you're going to either be granted a visa or rejected visa. We're going to talk about the family sponsorship visa. This is a visa category for people who have either gotten the work visa, gotten the Provincial nomination program visa, gotten the Quebec Selected Skilled Workers visa, gotten the work visa, or some visa that has already made them or qualified them to become full residents in Canada. Okay, so people who have gotten these visas that are called out, or other visa that offers you the opportunity to become full resident, a full resident in Canada. Now you can use this fact, you can use your status as a full resident in Canada and apply for a family sponsorship visa. Now what this visa does is, maybe you have a husband or you are a wife who has gotten full residency in Canada, you have a husband who is in France, or you have a wife who is in the Philippines, or you have family, maybe your husband or your wife who has not yet come to Canada to join you in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Rwanda, and you want your whole family with your children to come join you in Canada. This is the visa that you apply for, the family sponsored visa. Now what this does for your family, guys, is immense. It also confers on your family members who are going to come and join you in Canada. It confers on them full residency, so they can now go on to work in Canada. They can now go on to study in Canada. All the privileges of a resident is what you get and what your family get. Now this is the meaning of full residency. It means you become a citizen. So you get full privilege of being a Canadian citizen. That's what full residency does. And that's what this family sponsored visa does for the rest of your family members that are going to come join you in Canada. Finally, the final visa category I'm going to tell you guys about is the live-in caregiver program. The live-in caregiver program is for healthcare professionals who have been certified to offer services to disabled people, to children who are ill, to elderly people in their countries. So you can apply for a live-in caregiver program in Canada to offer this skilled service in which you've been certified for, and offer this service to the same clients or the same people in Canada. There is a fixed and already prepared visa category for caregivers. All you need to do is to apply for the live-in caregiver program, and it gives you full residency as well to offer this service to those people who need your skill in Canada. However, there are certain requirements that you have to meet to be eligible to apply for this visa. One of the criteria that you need to meet to get a visa under the live-in caregiver program, you need to have received a contract from an employer in Canada, okay? A contract that must have been accepted by yourself, because obviously the company is giving you the contract, meaning they've offered you some level of employment, so you need to accept it. How do you show them that you've accepted it? It must be signed by yourself that says, listen, this company has offered me a contract to come to Canada to be a caregiver, to look after XYZ category or type of people, and I've accepted. That's one. Number two, you need to have completed some form of secondary education in Canada. Number three, you need to prove that you have been working for a period of 6 months or above in Canada. Number four, you need to show that you must have been working as a nanny or a caregiver in Canada. You also need to show some form of reference from your previous employer that shows that you are of good character, you never give them any problem. You need to submit the work permit you got before entering Canada. And there must be some form of labor union characterization that shows that the market, meaning maybe your previous employer or someone, maybe a colleague or a boss or a line head in your previous company, actually has high regards for the service you offered, okay? So as you can see, because there's a certain level of delicacy when it comes to looking after disabled or sick people, the criteria to get a visa to travel to Canada as a live-in caregiver under the live-in caregiver program is rather steep, okay? So these are all types or category of visas that you could take advantage of to travel, to work, live, and get full residency in Canada. So if this video was too fast, you can feel free to go to the settings tab and slow it down. You can replay this video to find the type of visa or the visa category that is tailor-made for your needs and apply for that visa. Now, I'm going to tell you guys the documentation. All types and manner of documentation you would have to submit if you are applying for a visa to Canada. Number one, you need a passport. Come on, who is applying for visa without a passport? You need a passport that has at least validation or is valid for the next 6 months. Okay? You can't submit a passport that's going to expire in 5 months. You can't submit a passport that's going to expire in 2-3 months. It must be valid at least for the next 6 months. But if you ask me, if you're looking for my opinion, try to get a fresh passport if you're looking to travel to Canada and you're looking to get full residency. Because it's going to be a bedding period, a period when you're going to try to find your level in Canada. Get a job. If you're not, you go into work visa, get a place to stay. You don't want to be worrying about, oh my God, my visa is expired. I need to go to the Nigerian embassy. I need to go to the Philippine High Commission to get a new passport. So try to get a fresh passport that gives you time to settle into Canada before you can start to apply for passport renewal. So you need a passport. Number two, you need to fill in the right visa application form. So you shouldn't be trying to apply for a work visa and end up filling a Quebec selected skilled program visa. Just by doing that alone, you're going to be denied. Just by doing that alone, you're going to be denied. You need to fill the right visa application form. Number three, you need to show proof of paid visa application fees. So if the visa application fees is 100 Canadian dollars or 50 Canadian dollars, you need to show proof that you've paid the right amount in visa application fee. Number four, you need to show proof of a clean criminal record. So the police verification certification check needs to come out squeaky clean. No criminal record. This is a affidavit or form that goes in, or documentation that goes in with your visa application form. So it needs to show that you don't have a criminal record. Number five, you need to show proof that you are in good health and you are not sick. If you're traveling with a kid, you need to show proof that all form of vaccination like yellow fever, smallpox, chickenpox, COVID, and all other vaccination certification are up to date and in order. They come through with your application as well. Now quickly on dependents. If you're traveling with your children, you might need to dash off to the IRCC website to fill in the right forms for your dependents, okay? Your dependents might not be stamped the type of visa that you're getting. The forms that they need to fill. And if you're sending your son, your daughter, who are still minors, alone on a solo travel, maybe to study, to start high school, or to go to university in Canada, there's also forms that they have to fill as well. And you can get these forms in the IRCC website. Number five, you need to submit photographs that are in accordance with the standard that has been set out by the Canadian Immigration Service. I think this is in relation to biometrics. You need to send pictures that meets the standards, which you can find in the IRCC website. Okay, you need to send it. Now guys, it's very important that I stress this here. If you fail in any of these criteria, this is already grounds to be rejected visa to get into Canada. Number six, you need to prove or show proof that you have financial means, okay? You need to show proof that you have financial means. For example, if you're applying for a business visa to Canada, you need to prove that you have at least 300,000 Canadian dollars or is equivalent in your local currency before you can apply. There must be proof of financial means. Number 7. You need to show proof that you will be returning back to your home country on expiration of your Canadian visa. This is particularly for those who are on a work visa or student visa who do not plan to change the visa status to one that confers on them full residency. You need to prove. Maybe you could show them an employment letter that is going to kick in at the end of your studies in Canada, or maybe a government appointment to a position of maybe commissioner that's going to kick in at the end of your work visa in Canada. But you have to prove that at the expiration of your visa in Canada, you're going back to your country. Most countries, I will state this for a fact, most countries grant you visa if you can prove that there's a tangible documentation of something amazing waiting at the end of the tunnel when your visa to Canada expires. It just proves to them that this person is not going to be an illegal immigrant, okay? So guys, very, very quickly, I'm going to tell you guys the amount of time it takes. I'm going to tell you the amount of time it takes for your visa to be processed and either granted or rejected. It usually takes a period of 2 to 4 weeks for your visa to be processed, your visa to Canada to be processed. Now, in 2 to 4 weeks, you usually get a feedback from your High Commission or your embassy or any third-party organization in your country that processes visa on behalf of the immigration services in Canada. It usually takes 2 to 4 weeks on average. However, it could take longer depending on the visa category that you are applying for. Okay? So guys, I know this video has been too long, okay? This is all you need to know to apply for visa to Canada. I broke it down for you all, explaining each visa category and the type of documentation you need to submit before you are granted visa, okay? So if this video was helpful to anybody out there, do your boy a solid by going down and smashing the subscribe button. Click the bell icon to stay notified when we drop new videos in the future. Give us a like if you found this content meaningful and helpful to you, because it helps us a lot. It tells Mr. YouTube that you found this video valuable and they're going to find more people just like you all around the world to show this video to. And if you have friends, family members, or acquaintances, maybe even colleagues in your workplace who are so fired up to relocate to Canada, why don't you think about sharing this video with them? You just might be saving a soul and helping someone make best decisions as regard to the right type of visa to select to relocate to Canada, okay? And don't forget, I always say this, happiness is your property. You owe it to yourself to be happy. It's not the place of your mom, your dad, your family members, or your friends to make you happy. It's your place to make yourself happy. And if happiness for you means relocating to Canada, by all means, be happy and relocate to Canada, okay? And until the next one, it's still your boy Fuse. Have an awesome week ahead. Bye-bye for now.